What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Simulation Fallen Nation, and welcome back to the West Coast. We have been busy over the last day and a bit. We've finished off all of the oilseed rape that's currently available to harvest. Even luckily enough managed to get a little bit of a start on some of the winter barley, spring barley, beg your pardon. However, we need to move the combine now. It's getting a little bit late in the day. It's starting to get a bit dusky. I would prefer not to do this as the light falls, but we, as I mentioned, touched on recently, the weather's only going to get worse over the next few days, to the point where it gets really poor. So we need to move it now because we're going to try and get a few more acres knocked off tonight. So what we're going to do, we're just going to use the pickup here to move the header trailer. I'm going to pull this out. We're going to hook the header onto the trailer, and then this pickup's going to escort the combine down to we're going to the other side of RiverRock, so we've got quite a big trip to make, and what's going to happen is we're going to head on over to there, and then we're going to try and take off at least the headlands tonight, maybe a little bit more. It's going to get a little bit dark, but that's what we've got to do really. So we're going to try and push through there, and then we'll see how much further we can get. The idea is tomorrow it's going to get very overcast again, and then the day after that it's going to start to rain quite a bit. So we're really not going to have much time other than today. So what we'll do now, we're just going to unhook the combine header. So we managed to knock this field out. This field was about 16-18 acres of spring barley yesterday. Didn't fare too badly, truth be told. I think all in we're looking at about 7.5 ton a hectare, which is I'm quite happy with really. It's coming in at around about high threes. Low fours really per acre, so that's kind of what we're averaging at. Spot checks on certain locations were coming in at around about that was coming in about 4.1 in some areas, so not too bad there. The oilseed rape didn't fare quite so well, but still well enough that we can we're happy to progress with it really. And so we just need to disconnect the PTO here. That's perfect. And then we'll just lower this down. Hopefully I'm not too far forward there. Might be better. A bit further back if I can. That's better. Excellent stuff. So right now the combine is good enough for diesel. We're just going to head straight across there. We don't need to change anything. We don't need to service it or change any of the cutters around. What we're going to do... Where's my map? Here we go. We're actually going to head down and concentrate on this block here. So field 77, 61, 60 is where we're going to be focusing our attention. That is all spring barley as well. And to be honest, it's the most incredibly, it's the most ripe out of all of the rest of the land. The field 39... just over the road from where we are now, isn't quite there yet. It's not quite fit enough. It's still annoyingly about 2 days off, which means by the time we finish this block we might not be able to get back up there before the weather turns. We'll see how we get on though. But for now, like I say, yeah, we're going to make a trip down there. We're going to have Jamie follow us down in the Massey so we can lead off on there as well, and we're just going to make a good go at this. So we just need to go and have a quick chat with Jess. Is going to drive the Hilux down, and she's going to be escort, and then Jamie will follow up behind as well. So the combine's going to be kind of protected here really. So we'll come back to you in just a second. Okie dokie, so I'm going to put some lights onto the machine here, and we're going to head off and follow behind Jess here. Jamie's just in the yard with the Massey, so he's going to follow on as well, but we're just going to get ourselves away. As you can see, it's a little bit late in the day now, 20 past 7 at night. We're probably going to get a few hours before the dampness really rolls through, but we've really got to just stick with what we can. So we'll crack on and see how we get going. Alright, so the convoy is away. Hopefully it's going to be quite quiet this evening on the roads there. It is a weekend, so there's no work traffic to contend with. At least I'm hoping so. Needless to say, we're all lights ablaze in here as we look at the convoy. So if they don't see us coming here, it's not our fault. No, hopefully I've told Jess just to try and get in front occasionally and kind of wait for us. So hopefully she's going to do that. But we're just gonna swing out here. Lovely stuff. And away we go. So far we've managed to get about 20 Heston bales in the shed. We baled that the field we've just come from directly behind the combine, which I was worried about moisture really and being out in the rain for too long, so we just went ahead and did that, which is good. So we've got those tucked up under the dry. They might sweat a little bit whilst they're stacked up there, but they're going to have to really. It was either that or we just didn't get them baled. So they're in the barn now. We are hopefully going to bale the straw that we're from the fields we're heading to now from this spring barley. We'll have to see. We'll have to if it stays dry enough tonight and tomorrow, then we'll get that baled straight up again and carted away. But again, it all depends on what's going to come down. This is usually a little bit tight up here. Too many telegraph poles and signs. Perfect stuff. Ooh, get up the hill, get up the hill. Okay, so she should just be around the corner here. I don't think she's gone too far away from me. If there is any traffic coming at any point, she'll stop just so I know to hold back as well. She'll give me a warning over the radio that someone's coming. But other than that, we're looking okay. Like I say, it's quite quiet today, so we are doing okay. And there's Jamie coming behind. I never like moving the combine at night, but today it's just all we can do really. Just unfortunate. Make sure we have all the lights on there like we say so we can be seen, because these things take up quite a large chunk of the road as you can see here. So it's sadly I can't fly them. I wish I could, but this is all we can kind of do, so we'll have to just push on. We're not going into the yard, we're just going to go straight up the hill and we're just around the corner from there, so not too much farther to go. In what has been quite a successful little run. Depending on how we get on, we may bring the combine back here tonight if we don't get enough done. We'll see. So aside from that, how are you all doing? Hope you're all very well today. Whatever you may be getting up to, I hope it's going well. Do let me know down in the comments below what you are doing, particularly around FS, and what's kind of building up your excitement for FS17 when it comes around the corner. I'm always very interested to figure out what's going on there. Okay, so we've just got to shoot round this corner here. We're taking this left. And that's us off the main path, so no worries about traffic for us today. So we just had to get Jess turned around in here. We've got a little bit of space up the side to kind of square off this field really. So that's kind of worked in our favour. I'm just going to go and have a quick chat with, whilst we get here, quick chat with Jamie. Perfect. So he's going to hang around there for a little while and we're going to just get myself in and set up here. Shouldn't take too much longer. What we'll do is get some more lights on the show. Now we've got a little bit of space in which to try and get ourselves in. Can I get this first time though? That's the question. No, not today. There we go. Alright, so let's go and get ourselves set up here. We need to go down and hook in the power takeoff. Check everything else is looking good, and then we can get back into this. That's perfect. Alright then. So right now I came to check this barley earlier, and we were looking in the region of around kind of around 17% again. So it is going to need to be pushed through the dryer once, but at this stage it's not going to get any drier for a few days. Let's put it that way. And I can't take the risk really of not coming in and really clearing it out. So with the impending weather, we need to just take what we can when we can, and then we'll always come back in and be able to dry it off later. And it'll cost us a little bit in fuel to run it through the dryer, but then our spring barley goes for malting barley, so it goes to local breweries, and if it's below a certain standard of proteins within inside each grain, they won't accept it for that, and it'll have to go away for animal feed. When you send it for animal feed, it goes a lot lower sale price than it would for malting. So I'd rather pay that little bit extra now to dry it in our dryers and know that we've got the sufficient standards and qualities rather than take that risk. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to keep pushing through here for, I mean, it's now getting on for 8 o'clock. We'll go until the dampness stops us really. Last night we were able to push through till around about 10:30 when it came in, so I imagine it's going to be something similar today. And if it is, then we'll take what we can, really. It's getting a little bit dark now. The dusk is starting to settle here, and it's we're really working into the night sky. But what can you do? We have to just keep pushing through. Annoyingly as well, our grass is growing really significantly to the point where we probably want to look into some second cut silage or hay. With the weather we have, I have no idea when we're going to get this cut down, but we'll see. If this next few days showers turn out to be a little bit less than that, we might try and get some cut down then and just see what we can make. It's likely going to be quite mucky, but we can't really do much about that. That was my chimer going off now just to say we're 25% full. So it's a good yield crop if nothing else. I'll just square this edge away here. At this stage, very happy to see that we've got the high capacity combine. The 740 Lexion's one of the smaller of the ranges of the new range of Lexions, the 700 series, but it's more than adequate for what we need. The 9-meter header has a great balance of not only being large enough to get a good output. And by that, if I had the fields big enough whereby I could just keep going all day and not have to move fields, I could get through best part of 100 acres with one of these. As it is, and I never quite have the fields large enough to go straight through to. So yesterday we still kind of pushed through 75, and we had to change 3 fields. So I'm very happy with that. This is going to allow us when the seasons are being kind to us and we get some nice weather, we'll be able to run through a much higher capacity. As it stands right now, given the inconsistent and inclement weather we're facing, I'm just happy to be able to kind of push through as much as I can, really. So very happy with the decision we made, and it's handling everything very well. There's a lot of controls down here that allow me to change be it the tightness of the drums, the threshing speed, the threshing rate, so it's all very good. Makes a lot of adjustments on the fly that are very, very important when you're pushing through harvest. And we are 50% full there. There we go. So what I think I'm going to do at this stage is I'm going to push on for a little bit longer, and we'll come back to you and give you a bit of a report as the night dwells on. So come back to us a little while and we'll see where we stand. Well, welcome back everybody, good evening. We're pushing it to the limit here at the moment. It is 9:30 and it is starting to get very damp. We probably aren't going to go much longer, to be honest here. I think it's just starting to get a little bit sticky. causes a few more issues here, and I just had Jamie confirm to me as well the moisture's starting to creep up. We've taken one load away to the stores, and he did a quick test there, and it was starting to creep up a little bit too high there, like 18-19%, so it's probably best just to call it for the evening, I would say. So what we're likely going to do is, there's a little triangle over there that I squared off, so we'll finish that bit up, and then we've just more or less just started the rows, really. We've got all the headlands done. We've probably got half the field left to go at, but as you can see there, the moon is out, the stars are shining, so it's probably about time that we call it for the evening. To be honest, this is a bit of a bonus. I didn't think we'd get this field to even started today, so can't be too upset by that. We have made some great progress of late, so we'll take what we can, take these small victories, and we'll just have to take it from there, really. Hope that it's not going to get too much too damp too soon tonight and tomorrow, and hopefully it gives a little bit of time to crack back on in with what we have remaining. So we are swapping the straw here. Part of me thought about bringing the baler straight in behind, but it's just a little bit too damp. So if we can get some nicer weather tomorrow morning, just to get a bit of a breeze running through the swath, I'd be happy with that. But for now, we're probably going to just park the combine back up in the corner here, away from the main road and kind of hidden behind the woods, and it'll do it for the night. But yeah, all in all, can't complain too much. We made some nice progress today, like I've been saying. So it's getting quite thick in here as well. It's a nice yielding crop so far. I'm going to have to swing over a little bit here. But yeah, all in all, it's nice and thick. It's coming in with a good yield, so I'm impressed with that, if nothing else. There we go. So what we'll do now, just turn off the thresher, and we'll spin ourselves around here and get this unloaded. Where's he gone? There we go. So we'll tip this one out. This is Jamie's gonna run this back up to the stores at the yard there, and we'll keep it there for now. This stuff. There's only about half a trailer load there. We're not holding too much here at the moment, truth be told. We're only holding in the region of around half a tank, really, so shouldn't take too long to unload this, and then we'll call it a night. Lovely stuff. Alright then, so I'm going to go park the combine up here. So like I say, not all that sure how we're going to get on for the rest of the next few days at least. The weather is hit and miss at best, so we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully we can get in tomorrow and get this finished off for at least. That would be ideal, but we'll see. And we've got plenty to go at, plenty in this little block at least to keep hitting on as well. So there's always lots to do. I've got the cultivators and the top downs all ready to go back at the yard, so if we can't get on with any harvesting tomorrow, we're going to get the lads out just to start breaking down for next year's seed, and so that shouldn't take too long either. But yeah, always lots to go at. Very happy with that. What we are going to do for now, though, like I say, is just kind of park the combine in this little dip here in the top corner. I'm actually just going to walk down to my house over there, so that works out pretty nicely. And this also just kind of gets it off the main road a little bit. Perfect. We'll lower that down. And put the reel down as well. Awesome, so turn off some lights and turn off the engine. And so there we are, we're done for the night. I am going to just go back up and drive the truck home. Or at least see Jess, actually. I think she's still around here, so she can take that home. But yeah, the guys are going to head on back up to the other yard. We'll call it a night for here. Thank you very much for watching, as always. Do leave any comments or feedback you have down below. And if you have enjoyed this, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't, hit that thumbs down. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. Simulation for the nation. Until we meet again, stay safe, enjoy what you're doing, but most importantly, happy farming.